Okay, we just completed the propeller of the windmill, but we still got the paper on it. We need to get it off. It was glued on pretty hard. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set it down into our little litter box, spray it with this remover, get it good and wet. I'm going to let that soak for a little bit, and then we'll get we're going to get a knife blade and cut it off. Because if I just try and pull the paper off, I might break one of the delicate pieces, because it's really not very strong at this point. So we're going to go and glue another piece and start working on it and then come back to this. Okay, well, I've gone ahead and glued the next piece, the next part of the template down. It's going to be the body of the windmill. And I'm going to cut starter holes with the drill where I can put the blade through. Now the designers of this particular windmill set it up so you could cut right through from the side and do the windows. But that's a little bit too delicate an operation. So I'm just going to cut 4 holes into each one of these windows and then go into each one individually and cut it out. It'll take a little longer, but I think it'll be a cleaner job. I'm going to go right up in the corner of the window as close as I can on the outside corner. I try to go all the way through. You want to use as small a drill bit as you can and still get the blade through. That's why those small blades are useful. Since these holes are bigger than the drill bit, you can use a bigger drill if you want, but I just got in the habit of using as small as I can to make it a habit to always get the smallest starter hole possible. It just makes it easier to cut around. Okay, I've got my 4 holes. I have 3 windows with the 4 holes in each one drilled out and ready to go. Okay, we're going to try and get this paper off the wood. Let it soak for a little bit. Take my little hobby knife and see if I can't pick at it and take it off. And it's coming off pretty good. You give this stuff a little bit of time and it comes right down. Alright, there, that was easy. Ready to start cutting on this house here. So I'm going to feed the blade through one of the holes I drilled. Attach the blade. And now I'm going to try and make the cut the most exact in the inside cut of the window. So the corner is as sharp as possible at that point. The outside corners I don't think are so important, which is harder to do than trying to get the inside. Because I'll just go straight in on one side and then I'll back out and come back and then come down the other side. Slow this puppy down. Bring my dust blower in. Okay, I've cut that one. Okay, that's one window pane cut out. Loosen the blade, take the hole out, take the blade out. Now put it in the next hole. Prop my scroll saw up, feed the blade through the next window, and down. Attach the blade. I'm back to my number 3 blade again. I had it off when I was cutting this out, and I used the large number 5 again with that cut through butter blade. And now I'm using this number 3 to allow me to do a more fine turn. Okay. Just get the end of the sill back up. It gets there real quick. There you go. Next, one of the things I like about this DeWalt is how quickly you can remove the blade and get started on the next cut. Go to the end, head toward the corner, stop, back up, and go back and go on the other way. And then down. And cut that corner out of there. And now we're done. That one. We just continue on till we get them all. Okay, cut out all our little windows. Now we're going to go ahead and cut out the rest of the building. And when we get that done, then we'll cut all these little slats inside here. I'm trying to be as close as I can to the line. One of the tricks is there tends to be these little curves, and you want to be turning the wood in line with the curve as it turns as carefully as possible so that you actually represent what they're trying to do with the drawing. That really gets important when you're doing birds or other type of animals that have a natural curve to their body. If you make it too linear, then it results in kind of a boxy look, which reduces the quality of what you're trying to do. This is going along okay. Alright, so now we're cutting out all these little slats, so it'll give the impression of being shingles. Or however it was they built these. I think most of them were wood and thatch and various types of materials like that. Okay, well that's that. You can just see as I continue down around, I just cut them all out. I think that's it. That completes that piece.